Superman versus One Punch Man. Now, a lot of you might think that it's outrageous to compare these two characters. But since we compare everything with anything, and because we love comparing so much, we decided to go through with this video anyways. Since we're comparing Superman to a very overpowered character in One Punch Man, we've decided to use the strongest version of Superman for this comparison. Cosmic Armor Superman. We also just want to let you guys know that there are some spoilers for both characters up ahead. Since that's out of the way, let's begin. First off, let's analyze Superman. Cosmic Armor Superman is a centennial woken up in a body of pure thought. He's powered by symmetry, memories, duality, probabilities, and possibilities. He's capable of adapting instantly to counter any future threat. A sentinel suit designed for a single purpose: to protect all existence against the ultimate enemy. Now, Cosmic Armor Superman has only appeared twice in comics. He first appeared in Final Crisis Superman Beyond issue 1 in October of 2008. So let's take a little look at his backstory. Cosmic Armor Superman was created by the Monitors. In a way, he's the combined products of Superman and Ultraman, configured into a body of thought robot. He protects the Omniverse outside the multiverse from any threats that could erase or change the DC multiverse. Sounds confusing, isn't it? But to put it more simply, his sole purpose is literally to protect the multiverse. His abilities include superhuman physical characteristics, reactive evolution, plot manipulation, quantum manipulation, causality manipulation, energy manipulation, reality warping, space-time manipulation, higher dimensional manipulation, immortality type 1, 3, and 5, regeneration, matter manipulation, existence erasure, creation, information manipulation, fourth wall awareness, large size scaling, flight, antimatter manipulation, soul manipulation, and ETCM. This guy is so powerful, there's no point in listing his powers. This just screams plot device. He's only had one fight, and that was with Mandrak. Mandrak was created by the Over-Monitor, who's a monitor who turned traitor. Cosmic Armor's battle with Mandrak caused the collapse of an entire universe. He defeated Mandrak, and to put things in perspective, Mandrak was a multiverse-level threat. To Cosmic Armor Superman, the multiverse is just a story that he can edit at will. He can do things as small as making a dice always land on 2, and things as huge as making the probability of him losing a battle 0. With his ability narrative manipulation, he has a power that exceeds the narrative itself. This sounds super confusing and abstract, but basically he can rewrite a story where he loses a battle to make himself win. Another one of his amazing feats is that he's able to perceive and hold limbo in his hands. Yep, you just heard that right. Cosmic Armor is also able to feel and sense the audience reading the comic. He knows you're watching this video. His self-awareness is so high that he probably knows that he's a fictional character. Surely a godlike level power. Okay, next let's analyze Saitama, the One Punch Man. Set in a world that's constantly under attack by giant monsters, One Punch Man tells the story of a guy called Saitama who decided to be a hero and wound up becoming so strong that he could defeat any opponent with a single punch. It thrives on parody and facsimile while also presenting an unconventional approach to a superhero narrative. His abilities include punching, kicking, jumping, hip attack, and enhanced superhuman physical characteristics. Saitama's trained his power to the point where he can practically end any fight with just one punch, that his life became boring because of it, to the point where he drowns in existential crisis. So far, no one's really managed to harm Saitama. Sure, some opponents he doesn't finish in one punch, but we clearly don't know how much of effort he puts into them. Like, for example, the teacher who wanted to teach him a lesson got knocked out but still survived. Lord Boros was another strong being who survived one of Saitama's punches. Boros was in search for a formidable opponent to give him some thrill. He was an alien conqueror who came to Earth to find Saitama. Unfortunately, he also found death. In the end, Saitama only used one punch to dismantle a planet buster attack by Boros and also defeat him at the same time. This would mean that his punch would have to generate energy equivalent to at least 2.24 times 10 to the 32nd power joules. That's the equivalent to 107 trillion of our most powerful nuclear weapons blasting all over the place, or more energy than the sun gives off in a full hour, which is 1.4 times 10 to the 31st power joules. That's a lot, but it's not enough to understand and measure Saitama's strength. We still don't know how strong his strongest punch is. So let's go back a bit. According to Saitama, he unlocked his overwhelming strength by doing 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and doing a 10-kilometer run every day for 3 years. He also didn't use the AC. If any one of us did that, I don't think we'd be able to bust out planets. This also made Dr. Genus from the House of Evolution curious about Saitama's strength after meeting him for the first time. The One Punch Man webcomic reveals to us that later on the Doctor devoted his time to research Saitama's strength, and this is what Dr. Genus had to say. No matter how much effort one puts in, every living being has an intrinsic limit to its growth. Too much power becomes unbearable and overwhelms its host, turning it into a mindless, rampaging monster. To ensure that we do not enter the realm where we lose all purpose and reason, God has set limits to the growth of every being. The mechanism with which growth is controlled is called the limiter. So, what's a limiter? A limiter is a theoretical barrier that restricts the physical growth of a being. Dr. Genus first coined the term to explain how Saitama obtained his strength. According to his theory, God placed a growth limitation on every being to prevent them from losing purpose. No matter how much one grows, they will eventually hit this upper limit where there's no potential to develop further strength. However, it's possible for an individual to remove their limiter, which results in the development of immeasurable strength. In rare instances, it's possible for certain individuals to remove their limiters. Genus claims that this requires certain conditions. Becoming a stronger being is not the same as removing one's limiter. The individual is reborn as a new being with a new limiter. Abnormally powerful humans, such as heroes, always had the potential to become extraordinarily strong, and those who modify their bodies must modify again in order to improve beyond their natural limitations. They have also not broken their limiters. Saitama was an ordinary person with no talent or potential, but through effort alone evolved beyond his natural limits and achieved strengths not measurable even by the genius doctor. So, this states that Saitama doesn't have a full power because he doesn't have a limit. Keep in mind that One Punch Man is meant to satirize popular superhero characters and their stories. Also, Saitama can't fly nor shoot laser beams, yet he manages to beat everyone effortlessly who has such abilities. A recurring theme in the action superhero genres is that when a character is appearing to reach his or her limit, they suddenly surpass that limit through determination, the power of friendship, love, believe in the ability to win, and a number of many other things. Saitama's power satirizes this by preemptively breaking his limiter, so he always has a random access power in reserve no matter how strong his opponent is. So does this mean he has unlimited strength? Well, probably. I mean, it's satire, guys. He's a joke character. If you say to someone that you have this ridiculously powerful character that can beat Saitama, the joke is going over your head. He was written to have no limits and to always win to make you laugh and smile. Another interesting thing is when King and Saitama met for the first time, they received wounds from Octopus Clawman. King to this day still has a scar, but Saitama now is spotless. Could this mean that One Punch Man has regeneration abilities? I mean, if he broke his limiter, then it's possible. The problem when comparing Saitama to Cosmic Armour Superman is that we don't know the full potential of Saitama's power. So, to conclude, if One Punch Man were to exist in the DC multiverse, One Punch Man will lose to Cosmic Armour Superman. Also, if Cosmic Armour Superman were to exist in the One Punch Man universe, he would get one punched into oblivion. But if it was our pick, it could go either way. But for the sake of this video, we will choose one. Whatever we choose will be controversial, so we'll choose One Punch Man. though we won't be surprised if Cosmic Armor Superman beats him too. But One Punch Man is a joke character whose purpose is to overpower and make fun of superheroes and action genres such as Superman, Dragon Ball, and so on. Also, it means that our judgment is not the absolute truth, but it's just our pick. So be free to choose the character you want to win because, in this case, both are deserving. To end this, here's an excerpt from Saitama to Orochi, the Monster King. Nope, enough is enough. On the contrary, I have no interest in you whatsoever. What are you getting all excited by yourself now? I'm sorry, but I'm getting tired of hearing these self-introductions. King of these, the ancient weapon of that, the final evolution of something, sealed whatnot, whole universe whatever, so on and so forth. I fought a ton of dudes like you. What's the big difference? All this stuff about ultimate life form. You'll end up getting one-punched anyway. Let's go. Well, like I said, I'm not expecting anything. Well, we hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have any interesting topics that you want us to cover, feel free to comment down below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification icon. We'll see you in the next one.